welcome to a new video. I hope you're all keeping well, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you I'm going to be using some of these gorgeous products I got from Votino.shop, and you can check him out on Instagram or head over to the website and have a little look. So I'm really pleased with them. I just got a few little things to try. Couple of inks, couple of stained glass, and some nudes, which the first one is the cream nude top gel, and I'm absolutely loving this. It goes on absolutely beautiful. It's not as opaque as some others, but it still gives a really good coverage, if that makes sense. So I'm going in with the first coat, and you will need two. It does have a little bit of transparency, but not, not too much. So there's the second coat going on, and it honestly, it just applies absolutely lovely. Now I'm going to velvet matte this, but the nice thing is that it's got no tacky layer on it, so it is actually a no white top built in, to the colour, which, I think is really, really good. So, some people, for extra protection, you might want to top coat it as well, but you don't have to if you don't want to. And I've got this gorgeous coral chrome. I'm not sure of the name. I'll have to look the name up for this. I'll be using that, and also I'll be using the 3D jelly and some Madame Glam white gel paint. So I've popped a little bit of the 3D jelly onto my little palette there, and I'm taking the tiniest bit of the white. You don't need much for this, to get the effect that you want. So this is where the inspo came from Tino. So I'm just sort of doing like feathery strokes, and as you can see with the 3D jelly, it gives you that nice transparency. So it's got like a bit of a fade. If you feel there's too much white on, just go over it again like that, and then you can see the transparency coming through. And I'm just starting this as, going round to give it that heart shape, because I'm going to do the other nail in the opposite. So we've got like a nice little heart. Now, I didn't have enough white on my brush there, but that's not a problem. Just go back in and pop it on. So these were supposed to be more like feather looking ones. Now, this was my first attempt, so bear with me. So although I think some of mine looked more like leaves than feathers, especially once I outlined them. But I didn't mind, because I still really liked the effect that it gave. Just something a little bit different. So I'm just going to do that all the way round. And I think really what I should have done is loaded the brush up, or maybe used a thicker brush and not did as many of them, made them bigger, and then they would have given that more feather-like look. But I was happy with how they turned out. I think the first time you do anything, they're never going to be exact. And you know what? Sometimes that's a nice thing, because I think when it's an inspo set, you just want to take good ideas from it. You don't want to totally recreate it, and that's what I've done with these. So yeah, as long as you're happy with what effects you're doing, then that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to pop them in for a full cure, and now I'm just taking the little brush applicator there, getting some of that gorgeous chrome, and wait till you see the effect of this. It just really brings it to life. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see it starting to shine away there, and this is why I've used the matte top, because chrome won't stick to the matte. So I'll give that a nice little dusting down, and what we need to do now is seal that in. So I'm just going to go over each individual one with some no white top, and you might think, oh, it's a bit fiddly, but honestly, it really doesn't take that long. Just don't overload your brush. You can see there I've just got little blobs on the end of it, and I'm getting what, 1, 2, 3, 3 or 4, covering the little feathers. So that's absolutely fine. And then to finish it, we're just going to start outlining some of them. Well, most of them I think I end up doing. And, you know, that just emphasises it, gives it a little bit more texture and dimension. So you can see now, I do think they look a little bit more like leaves, but I still thought it was really pretty. So yeah, I'll just carry on with those. And because it's the gel paint, they'll go in for a full cure, 60 seconds. And the nice thing is, obviously, there's no tacky layer. So yeah, once I'm happy with that, I'll pop it in for a cure, and then that's that nail done. And yeah, I love it. I just love the colours as well. And again, I think these would make absolutely gorgeous bridal nails. So now on to the next design. And I'm just showing you there from Nail Sugar. I'm using our gorgeous heart decals. So I'm popping it, cutting it out, popping it back on a jelly stamper, bit of water. Yeah, and there we go. You've seen me do this loads, so that's why I'm not too bothered about rushing it. So I'm going to paint the inside of that white. So honestly, those decals, that I've used them a few times, they're absolutely amazing, especially when you want something to be, you know, just so precise. So yeah, saves all that messing about trying to freehand it. So I'm painting that white, as I say. So I want those black edges gone. So I'm just following it round, making sure I get rid of most of that. And I will leave a discount code in the description box for you, so you can get a little discount on any of your Nail Sugar products. Now, I've cured it and I'm just going over it with the chrome. And look, it just looks like opal, doesn't it? So pearlescent, it's lovely. Now, I'm going to go over with some velvet matte onto this one, because we are going to do more design on top of this. So it's had a full cure, and now I'm just using Madame Glam's gold gel paint, another one of my absolute favourites, and we're just going to outline all the heart. And because I've already got the decal and the perfect shape, it makes this stage so much easier, because you know it's all going to be nice and neat and uniform. So we'll just follow that around, and again we'll pop that in for a full cure, and there's no sticky layer. And I'm going to be also using from Nail Sugar the gorgeous Mystical Mylar. So I'm just popping some base coat down, and just look at that shine coming through. I absolutely love that. But the Mylar is going to give it another dimension again, which I absolutely love. It almost looks like a piece of jewellery, honestly. It's beautiful. So here I am. I'm just taking little bits on my brush. Don't want to overload it, because I don't want any pieces sticking up. I want it to be nice and smooth, or even though we are going to go over it with some top. So I'll just pop that in, and I prefer to just take my time doing this rather than just, you know, throwing it on. It does give a nicer effect, and I also want some of that pearlescent to, you know, still shine through. So once I've applied the top coating, as you can see, I've just popped it in the middle and then working it out toward the edges. And once I've done that, I'll give it a full cure. Now, I just wanted to have a play about with some of the products. So I'm now going in with the 3D jelly, just to give it, obviously, more of a 3D effect, you know, on the heart. So I'm going round the edges with that, bringing it down and into the centre, because I do want to try and, you know, keep it nice and level. So I cured that, and yeah, that's given a lovely effect there. It's slightly raised. And I've just taken some of the Madame Glam white gel paint, and I'm just doing a nice thin line, one going from, you know, the going down the bottom, and then the other one through to the top. And on this corner, I just decided to do just a little bit of lattice work just right here. So nice thin lines, and then coming down this way also. So I'll just carry on with that, and we'll pop that in for a full cure. So I was just experimenting really with this nail, but you know, trying out the products, but I really liked, you know, the way it turned out. So I've put two little dots there, and we're going to do a nice little heart. So just bringing the top together and then just bringing it down to the sides. One of the easiest ways to do a cute little heart, and I'm just going to pop another one here. So this is going to be the centre nail. So yeah, we can afford to go a little bit extra with this. Not that I ever do anything less than extra, but there we go. And I thought, oh, I'll chrome these as well. I'm obsessed now with this chrome. It's gorgeous. So once I've done that, I'm just going to add the top coat to that, and we'll pop it under for a full cure. And again, I don't know if you can see whether the light catches it there, but honestly, I just absolutely love this. The chrome, the colour of it's beautiful. Just really reminds me of opals, and you can see it a little bit better there. And I love how much the heart's raised in the centre. And to finish it off, I'm going to add a few little dots just going down there. I think that might be it finished. Yeah, so I did get a bit carried away with that one. So now on to the next one. And this is the final design. So I've started off with the nude gel, and I cured it, and now I'm just going to go down half of it with the white, and I'll come in again on this side with the nude, and we're just going to do a vertical ombre. Now, with hindsight, as I say, because I'm only just getting used to the products, and I'd forgotten really that, you know, it's like a no white top, basically, the nude gel. So I would have been better buffing it down, you know, just to get that shine off, and then my ombre would have blended better. But because these colours are so blendable, it wasn't, you know, massively a problem. But I still would have got the blend a lot quicker. So as you can see, I'm just sort of messing about with it there a little, but the blend does come together lovely. So I cured that, and now I'm going in for the second one. So we're going down with the white again, and you know, instead of swishing it across with it being the vertical, I'm just using, I think it's the flat brush I think I'm using from Madame Glam. Let me have a look. Oh no, that's the flat from Votino. I got one of his brushes. Um, and yeah, that was really good, you know, for doing the vertical ombre. So just getting that centre into a nice blend, and then when I'm totally happy with it, I will pop that in for a full cure. So I'm still messing about with it. Wasn't quite, you know, but happy. But I got there in the end, and now I'm just going in with the velvet matte. And on this one, we're going to be using some of these gorgeous little pearls and some of the caviar beads. These are a bit larger because I think that goes absolutely gorgeous, you know, with what we've done in the heart. So I'm going to pop my first one on there. I'm getting it centre with the tip, and I'm going to cure that. I think I cured it. I think, I'm not too sure. Just so that it stays in place because it's a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to put two caviar beads either side of it, just getting them nice and lined up. And to the other side, there we go, get them. Now, you can cure as you go along if you want to. And then I'm just coming in with another bit. If that's the Nail Chemie Totalist Gem Glue. I put a little bit too much on that, but never mind. It'll seal it in good anyway. And then I've taken the smaller caviar beads and popping two there, and then we'll put another little pearl on the end. There we go. So that's that side done. I'm going to cure that, and then I'll go on to the next side. And there we go. That's the set complete. So, I think, as I say, I would have liked the design to look a bit more feathery, but I think when you look at them all together, you can see, you know, how nicely they've all come together. So I absolutely love these. I think I've told you before, sort of wedding designs are my favourite to do. And although they've got the Valentine element feeling, I do think they'd be absolutely beautiful for bridal nails. So I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I've loved creating these. Absolutely loved the products from Tino. They're amazing. So yeah, definitely check them out. And I would love it if you could leave a comment, you know, like, subscribe if you're not already. And if you could possibly share for me as well, that would be amazing. So thank you all for watching, and I love you all loads. Your support really means the world to me. So you all take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next video.